All right.
92.7 Jamz, your home for today and back in the day, hip hop and R&B. It's KT back at it again. You're inside of the KT show, and we are kicking it with Ogc Cream.
Yeah.
Man, so we just talked about the father-son ball that is going down tonight at the Terrace Room, 7 to 10, and this is for all men. So come on out. Like you said earlier, if you don't have a kid, but maybe you're a mentor to somebody, or a kid looks up to you, grab them, bring them. It is free for entry. So
casual dress code.
Yeah, super excited for that too, because a lot of people, we got to realize in our community, a lot of people shun away from things that say like ball or because of dress code. But he just saying come. At the end of the day, just come. You know what I'm saying? Yes, formal attire will look good, but just come.
Don't let that stop you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm super excited. So you was talking about Sean Nelson, who's an actor.
Yeah.
But what people might not know, or a lot of people might, you're an actor too.
Yeah, I am.
All right, so you've been working on some projects lately?
I've been working on a lot of projects, man. It's like, I mean, it's a blessing.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
Yeah.
So it's like, a lot of people don't know, but a lot of people do. Well, a lot of people may know because, like I said, I think I was one of the first ones to really put together a movie in Goldsboro. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
You had to go searching the crates and find the movie, but we was like one of the first people to just put together a movie. So acting has always been something I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But I was traveling, doing a lot of modeling, doing a lot of things, but I never really thought that I would take it to this extent.
Right.
Music always been like the forefront, and
I
love music and I do it now, I'm doing a little things with music too, but it's like now that I've been doing the movies, like so much is coming at me. And then it's like, it's a blessing because usually when you step into something like this, you got to start, well, with anything in life, you start on lower levels and you put your work in, you go up. But I was blessed to just have a connection with my brother Kwame T. And God, this guy's on the inside, man, incarcerated, but he's connected to the whole world some type of way. And it's like, it makes it so much easier when you don't have to go to an audition, or you don't need a booking agent, or you don't need a publicist or somebody to, to stand in line, because those lines are long. Like I think the last thing I auditioned for was BMF before they came out on TV, and I actually went down to Atlanta for that. And the experience was crazy. But the lines was long. I mean, it was so many people. It could have been about 2,000 people out in the street, everybody waiting to audition, and so I had just fell out with my publicist around that time. So, a publicist could have got me right in the door in front of 50 Cent. But it was like, wow, I said, I don't want to go through this. So now the game is more so independent now. Like, information is what the people lack. And now these days we got information. So it's, it's so independent now. Everything is independent. As long as you know how to get the information, you got somebody that can come executive and do their thing, you're there. And these people are willing to work. So Sean Nelson was, I was blessed. Like I said, it's levels. It's levels. You don't just walk into a SAG movie every day. You know what I'm saying? Like you might get an indie, but you don't get to have your first movie be a SAG. My first movie was a SAG. A SAG project, and I'm acting along Academy Award winning Lou Gossett Jr. My dad and them love him.
Me too.
Sean Nelson, Angel Love, Johnny Blaze. So we doing a lot of things, and then I didn't just have an extra role or just a cameo. I had a role, like I have a role whereas I'm doing like a killer. And it's like, wow. So then my brother sat me down one day, he was like, bro, you understand what's going on, right? Like, and then sometimes you work so hard at doing something, and once you start seeing the success in it, it doesn't even seem like a big deal to you because you've been doing it so long. But sometimes you got to sit back and be like, dang, I really am KT.
Right.
Like, dang, I really, like the Juneteenth Festival, like, I really put that together. But you spend so much time putting it together that when it happened, you just glad that it's over. It's over, it got done. But then other people's looking at it like, they're in awe. It's like, wow, like, yo, do you know what you just did? So then it doesn't really resonate to you until you sit back and like, damn, I just did that. You know what I'm saying? So now I went from doing that one. Then I got booked to do another one, which I just seen that premiere. I just came back from the premiere of that. And that's with Jamal Wooler, the guy that played Biggie. Marquise Moore, you might have seen him in Snowfall, Trey Chaney from The Wire. A lot of upcoming actors that people may see on a whole lot of streams, like Netflix and places like that. So, and I also play like another street character, now, robber. But it's like it's just happening.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so my biggest role would be in January.
Okay.
And
okay.
That's when you know, we more so playing behind the camera too, producers. Because, you know, I'm producing.
And that was going to be my
album.
next question. Like, how has being in these rooms, how has it shifted your perspective in the acting world? Because a lot of people, they get in there, they start acting, but then they're like, man, I want to be like a director. I want to be an EP, or, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you realize that the money is behind the camera.
Always.
The money is not in front of the camera. And that's with anything, with the music too. Like, people want to be in front of the, you want to rap. Too. Yeah, radio. You want to rap. Yeah, it's the fame, but the money is the people that's put it behind you. The producers, the people that's making the beats make more money. The radio station makes more money. You know what I'm saying? The label makes money. You just go put and you dance and you just look pretty for the camera.
That's what it is.
That's about it. But
literally,
so it's really not a lot of money inside acting unless you put your years in. You know, you're not going to get a Denzel check or a Sean Nelson check. You know, you talking about Sean Nelson, you may get about $3,000 a day.
Right.
You know, that per se, you coming in with no history, you know, you got to come in at, you know, extra role could get you $75 or $100, or, you know, they buff you do something else, you may get $800 for the whole thing. It's all about just putting in work.
Exactly.
So right now I'm in the putting in work stage, you know.
Yeah,
so,
building up that resume.
Building up the resume. And I think the first time I ever been on TV was, I want to say, was it MTV? I think I did something. You remember The Dream? And Rick Ross had that Sign TV show. They was paying us to be in the audience, and that's when I realized that everything was fake. Yeah. And then my publicist had me on. I was going behind the scenes of Love and Hip Hop and stuff, and I'm like, wow, this stuff is actually fake. Yeah. Like, hold up. So they was giving us all panties. Yeah. Like, I need y'all. No, not panties. They was giving the girls bras, bras or something. No, they was giving them panties to throw on the guys on stage singing. And some of the people that you hear rapping right now, that's what they would discover from. So every time I see them online, I'm like, dang, I remember them when they was in the show. So, you know, I'm just learning how things go. Yeah. And at this point, you know, I'm just lucky to be with the team that I'm on, because the team that I'm on, man, is building some amazing people. Like, we did, like, a lot of them came out of my homeboy Kwame squad. Like, it's a few guys on Power that came from his squad, you know. So I'm just hoping that me and my brothers and you know, Maz, of course, you know, we can just do whatever. And of course, Maz is executive producing in this next one called Love. I mean, On the Run with Love. Yeah. And so, you know, I mean, he's putting up the bag for that. So, you know, we just we have Chop Mosley. I don't know if you're familiar with Benny Boom. Benny Boom.
Yeah. Love Benny Boom. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Benny Boom nephews. Is going to be directing this one. Okay. Up under him is Queenie Norris, the one that just did the movie that I just came back up for Till My Casket Drop. Yeah. So I think we just locked in Davies. Davies is going to play my little cousin. Tell him I said hey. Okay. Yeah. So Davies is going to play my little cousin. We have Tone Trump in it. Who else? Mimi from Love and Hip Hop. She's going to play the mother. It's going to be star packed. Yeah. So that's why I say, man, it's just you know, it's like everything is lining up. All the hard work is lining up. So it's like, wow. So I'm actually getting points out of this movie. Yeah. So this is when the money rolls in and you start trying to see what it is. So from there, we just gonna keep going. And then after a while, I'm gonna start something and come bring Goldsboro people. You know, I just started a little management company where I'm gonna start managing models and just throwing them in these roles. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know how many people is gonna make it and not come back, but Goldsboro is like that's my objective, man. I want kids. You know, it's not a lot of stuff around here. Like you had to travel to go to college to come back. You know, everything I made, I had to travel. Like I didn't get a lot of local help out of nothing. I had to go to Cali, Texas, Atlanta, New York, and I'm constantly on the road. So it's like, wow, we got to have, if we want stuff to stop happening in the street, got to have something for these kids to do. They got to be able to look up to something. So it's like, yo, and the people that are making it, it's not enough coming back really building something that they can want to do. So it's like, man, I want to do something where if a kid want to be an actor, I'm not saying we need more actors or we need more rappers, but hey, it'd be nice if something was here where a person that don't have transportation, that don't have cars, you know, a lot of these kids are poor. They can't afford to go nowhere. So somebody's supposed to have something in place where kids can get to that place easily, because you rather them get to a place where they can learn how to act before they get to a gun.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. You know, once we change that perspective of people, that's when people will start to, you know what I'm saying?
That's
it's all a mind thing. It's
a
literally a mind thing. You got to get into people's brains, and it starts with us. It starts with people who are out here mentoring and things
and that's why I was telling Mags the other day, I said, people, well, you shouldn't hate on nobody, but if you're going to hate, man, make sure you're hating on the right people.
Exactly.
Like, for real, because you hating on the wrong people. And some of the people that you hating that you should be supporting is the people that's going to come back and save your son. It's going to come back and save your daughter. It's going to save your mom or somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's going to give them a shot to get out. So when you see people that's pushing the envelope for you, you need to help push them. You know, everybody need to get behind them. Yeah. And make him do what he do. You know what I'm saying? Especially whenever you know the heart of an individual.
Absolutely.
So, you know, because it's a lot of imitations out here. It's a lot of fakes. You know, and they show you every day, and they show you about what they do and what they give back.
Yeah,
you know
and we've had this conversation outside of just, you know, so you know, at the end of the day, listen, it's always seen, and you could really tell somebody who is genuine, who's not. Yeah. And sometimes, you know, they might blindside you a little bit, but you're absolutely right.
That's a fact. Loyalty is everything. Loyalty is everything, man. And, you know, man, when you loyal to yourself first, you ain't got no choice, man. You know, man, you have no choice but to be loyal to everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah. All right, so I got a quick question. You've been seeing everything that's been going on today with you've been seeing everything that's been going on yesterday with Nicki Minaj and Lotto. All right. So my question is, what is your take on it? As a male rapper, somebody who, you know, has some insight on the industry, what's your take on it?
You got to give me insight on what happened, because I don't even listen. I never watch TV. Yeah. I'm hardly catching stuff online. I mean, listen. My son's mother would just tell me that, like, yo, you don't have no time to do nothing. I'm literally writing music, reading scripts, trying to, you know, build something, studying, or making calls. So you got to bring me up to date on what's going on. Okay. So Nicki Minaj was upset because she's about to be nominated for a Grammy. No, and Grammy nominations don't come out to November 15th. But, of course, the artists always get the insight on what's going to happen. So she got moved from the rap category for her song Super Freaky Girl that she just came out with. She sampled that Rick James song. And she got moved from the rap category to pop with that song. And so she's upset because she feels like she should be in the rap category. So she started naming certain songs, and Lotto's Big Energy song came up. And so Lotto was like, you know, I'm just asking, you know, for you not to mention my name. She went to her DMs though. She didn't go public and say this. She was just like, because the last conversation we had, we left on bad terms, and, you know, I just don't feel comfortable with you, you know. So Nicki decided to go public with it. And so they just been going back and forth, and Nicki is like, oh man, I paved the way for you and blah, blah, blah. But Lotto was like, I've always gave you your props. I even asked you to, you know, be on some of my songs or whatnot. So, you know, some people are one-sided. You know, Nicki Minaj definitely got her fans. But, you know, some people are looking at it from both ways. Some people feel like maybe she's being problematic and maybe Lotto is being too sensitive. So, what do you think? From what I gave you. But listen, whenever Nicki mentioned her name, was she more so trying to mention similarities, songs that's similar that could be pop as well?
Both.
She was saying that?
She was saying it as, you know, well, this song got nominated for rap, but mine didn't. But she also went right behind and said, because some of these girls are just being handed certain things.
Oh, so basically saying that they didn't work for her. But she's on a Rick James sample, so that's automatically going to, you can kind of see why they want to put it in pop. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's, you know, and that's why I asked for your insight, because somebody that works in radio, I'm going to be honest, most of us didn't want to play Super Freaky Girl because it's not an urban, you know, record. Like, you know, I listen to it with my girls, but if I'm going to play it on this station or that station, I wasn't going to pick it. And a lot of stations didn't pick it. Yeah, because Rick is pop.
Yeah, and you know, I work Top 40 radio on the weekends, and that's the only thing that we play every hour on the hour. It is going to play because it is a pop song. So, you know, and some people are saying, oh, well, Mariah Carey was pop because Lotto sampled Mariah Carey. But when you listen to the songs, you can't hear the difference. And that's just me as a music connoisseur. I listen to okay, well, lyrically, Lotto was definitely spitting over here. Nicki was more so on the super bass type of, we know that Nicki can rap. You know what I'm saying? But that song wasn't, you know, so, you know, that's my take on it.
So she was saying that she needed respect because she paved the way. So basically, when people do that, my take on that is, it's like they want you to bow to them or something. It's like, but how long do you kudos somebody? How long do you give homage to somebody? Like, do you let them just step on you?
Right. Right.
Like I never understood that.
Right.
You know, because,
and that's sort of kind of what Lotto said.
Yeah, because Foxy went through it. I believe her and Jackie O got into it back in the day, and I think she got beat up by Jackie over that. You know, so
yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, so after a while, man, it's not but so much homage you could pay because she's going to move out the way, and Lotto's going to be the big dog one day if she lasts that long.
Yeah, yeah.
If she stands the test of time, like Little Kim had to do the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to go back, Lotto was Nicki and Little Kim because Kim was telling Nicki the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
which is crazy because a lot of people, some of the same things that people are now saying about Nicki is what once was said about Little Kim, and I'm like, that is crazy. Facts. And Kim said it in the interview. She said, "Listen, the same things that she said and did to me is gonna come back on her. So I just will rather nobody asks me nothing else about it." And lo and behold, here we are. You know what I'm saying?
Because fans only see stuff on one side anyway, man. You know, when you got dog fans. Something it can be a red wall. If Nicki said that wall is pink, it's pink. And her fans said it's pink, you better shut up about it.
Exactly, it's pink. So
I think overall, man, I would be happy to be in any one of the categories. You know what I'm saying? Because we do know that everybody we know money runs everything and relationships run everything. I'm not the one to cry about relationships and who's paying for what. All I want to know is make sure my accolade is there. Yeah. So my stock can go up, because man, as a rapper, you are a business. You're not just a rapper. You are a business. You are an entity. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that. So, my goal is to do like Hova. I want to be able to come and leave when I want and still be the top of the mountain. You know what I'm saying? Like if you notice, he never argue about a lot of stuff like that. He don't argue about who rap. It's a lot of people that rap like Jay. It's a lot of people that stole a whole lot of things, but he don't sit and argue about it. You know what I'm saying? Because when you are who you are, you don't have to argue about things like that. People already know. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel like Nicki should carry it. She just leave it like it is. I mean, she's done, like, literally hands down. I don't think another female rapper has done as much as she's done. Right. So she don't never have to make another argument a day in her life. She could just let it be what it is. Exactly. Because Lotto may not even be around next year. Exactly. Megan may not be around another 2 years. The way rap is, man. Today. Yeah, if they ain't killing us, we just ain't lasting anyway because we're not really making music that lasts. Yep. The content, music is about 30 days now? Yep. It could be quicker than that. Yeah. Oh, trust me. Looking at this research, I will see a song on the charts or in my research like on Tuesday. But by Friday, it's not there. Literally, it's not there. And I'm like, how did this even get? And, I'm talking to my consultant. I'm talking to other PDs. And they just like, bro, like. Yeah, because it's overflooded. I'm talking. It's over right now. Music is oversaturated, and that's what when people like, oh, I can rap. I say, bro, you better know more than just know how to rap. It's more than just walking into a studio, coming out throwing a video with it, and man, you gotta have all type of treatments and plans and everything because music get old quick. The minute you drop it, you lose the first time publishing and everything is already running down on it. It's like you crazy. So it's you gotta have a different strategy. Yeah. So I got a question. One last question, I promise. So somebody said that, and I can't remember who this was, but this was earlier this week, that they feel as if older rappers are the ones who are long lasting. We're not talking about like the Jay-Z's and the Waynes. We're talking about like the Moneybagg Yo's and I don't even want to put 2 Chainz there because he's been out a little bit longer. But Moneybagg, he's not necessarily young, but he's a little older. I think Moneybagg's about Moneybagg's not maybe 2 Chainz is around my age. I think 2 Chainz maybe 41, 42. So the thought was they are the ones that's long lasting because they're more business savvy. Do you think that? Yeah, I was just about to say that. It's experience. Yeah. You really can't knock a young artist for what they don't know. Yeah. You gotta like when I try to drop jewels on younger artists, sometimes man, you gotta deal with a lot of ego first. Like a lot of young artists have ego. Yeah. So it's like man, where does the ego come from? They haven't I talk to artists every day that's never done nothing, never been nowhere, they never met a soul, they never been through no type of wars, nothing in the music, no type of, and they can tell you everything about the music game. So it's like, you just gotta let them go through what they go through. Yeah. Older artists have already been through it, so they understand, they understand challenges when they see it. They know to go left when they see this challenge. They know to go right because they've seen it before. So it's like, I ain't gonna do that because I know what that's gonna lead to. A younger artist may not know. So therefore, you're gonna be more like right now, man. I think I'm at the highest as far as my intelligence go. As far as the industry, like I be saying to myself, like, because I came home after doing, like, a long time in prison.
Yeah.
And then the way I was running and moving, I was like, wow, if I knew then what I know now, I'd have been on back then. But the way I look at the game now, it's like, man, I don't even want a record deal. I don't even want to.
Right.
Man, I don't want none of that because social media is taking over. You know, streaming is taking over. Like, you can really make $1 million and just doing it yourself and just putting in work and learning the game. And that's another thing that young people don't want to do. They don't want to, like, you know, they don't like to read, study, none of that.
Yeah.
So that's why they're not as successful. But the ones that do it, like the baby, a lot of people don't know that the baby is a sharp guy.
Right.
You know, man, I've listened to a lot of stuff from him. He's not someone that just, people judge him by the stuff he does in the media.
Exactly.
But once you get to a certain level that he's on, you have to have some type of knowledge to maintain because he's signed to an independent.
Right.
You know, man, they're not a major. So, you know, man, people don't understand that. Like, you know, Yo Gotti is an independent.
Right.
You know, man, he's an independent major, but he's a independent.
Exactly.
He's not Sony. He's not Priority or nobody. So these guys built it themselves. So somebody out of that circle, that clan, had to sit down and learn something in order for it to happen. Gucci Mane. They say Gucci Mane was illiterate. Gucci Mane had to learn something.
Exactly.
Somebody knew something. You know what I'm saying? So they couldn't be like a team of just illiterate dudes to get where they are. Somebody had to know something. So, you know, and that's what we got to understand coming up right now. Somebody gonna have to take the chance to know something. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I always prided myself in, studying the business, doing this. And that's why I never needed a manager. When I go do, you know, because I've done interviews out of state and talk to people like, damn, are you a manager? Like, nah, bro, I am the artist. Like, my God, like, yo, I've never been able to talk to an artist this clean. Like, yo, it's so hard talking to an artist because they don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's why older artists is really, they doing their thing, man. They doing their thing. Like Benny the Butcher and them, like they killing right now, dog. Like it's crazy what they be doing, man. So, you know, it's just open season. It's open. Is. I love the way the music is right now for all genres, R&B, everything. I love the fact that you can wake up tomorrow at 60 and decide, yo, as long as you got the look and as long as you took care of yourself, if you want to sing and you go to your page, you can build your fan base up and people love what you do.
You can do it.
You can drop you a song tomorrow, man, and guess what? All your fans are going to download it, and you don't have to go through a 360. You don't need a middleman or nothing. They go straight to your iTunes, and you own. You book your own shows. It's independent information. You know what I'm saying? So man, once we got a hold of information, that relieved a whole lot of our stress as far as like the game. You know what I'm saying? And I love it. I love it that way.
Man, that's crazy. Listen, I was about to ask you one more question, but I promise you I was going to get out of here. So again, the Father-Son Ball is going down tonight. Terrace Room, downtown Goldsboro from 7 to 10.
That's
Anything else you want to tell? First, you got to tell everybody where to follow you at and everything.
They can follow me at, man, oh my God. I'm on IG. It's either at 100 Cream, that's 100 CREAM, or at OGC Cream. I don't know which one it is. I changed it so much. And that's going to be like that for everything. Facebook, YouTube. I don't work YouTube a lot anymore, but you may find me up there, up under that name. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing. But y'all come out, see Sean, come get these pictures, bring your kids. If they want to be actors, tell them to come talk to Sean. Everything is free. The food is free. Everything is free. First come, first serve, man. So we're not going to be holding no plates. We're not going to be preserving no chicken and no subs or nothing. So if you don't get out there, man, you show up at the wrong time, you just be there for the event.
And stuffed up is catering, right?
That's right. That's right. Stuffed up. Love her. Love her. Yolanda, you have Sharonda. Oh, my staff. I got a shout out to my Wakita. You know, Mama White. Oh, man, these ladies are the only people that's in the building every year. You know, we don't allow women to come unless they're working, and they always there. So shout out to Yolanda, shout out to Sharonda, Mama White, shout out to Wakita. We did switch a lot of people around this year. But I love the administration, man, that I got, man. They soldiers, you know, it take women. You can't run a village without a woman.
Absolutely.
So it is what it is.
Absolutely. And I'll be in the building as well.
That's
so
right.
Shout
out to KT. Shout out to KT.
Come on now. We're super excited, man. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on this beautiful Saturday.
You already know.
All right, man. It's 92.7 Jamz.
Out.